Hi everyone, Mike Long, President of Parents for Educational Freedom here. I'm with Delicia, whose family has enjoyed an opportunity scholarship here in North Carolina for years. Delicia, tell us for a minute how you got on the program and what it's meant to your family.
Yes, wow. So we started the program in 2015. My son was entering into the third grade, and Christian was, at the time he was coming out of course, public school, and he had asthma. And the public school that he was going to, they were moving into trailers because they were rebuilding the school, and his doctor was just not really concerned about him going into the trailer situation because there was mold that was actually found in the school, and there was going to be mold in the trailer, and he just wasn't doing well health-wise, and he wasn't doing well in the public school situation. And I just had a lot of concerns. The school didn't seem to be very concerned about that happening. They said it was going to change, and once they went into the new school, he would be better. But I didn't think I had a lot of time to wait for that. And a girlfriend of mine sent me a link for the Opportunity Scholarship, and it was really odd because I was filling it out. I was like, wow, I'm giving them a lot of information. I don't know a lot about this, but I did it and just believed that this was just an answer to prayer. And I got a phone call. I got an email, and I was put on a wait list, and then I got a phone call from Quan. And Quan walked me through what was happening as far as you're on the wait list, but as soon as there's a scholarship available, you'll get an email from the state authority, and do you already have a school picked out? And I just started hustling and figuring all that out. And it was just a wonderful time. Just getting to know Quan and a lot of people on the team, and they just worked with me through the process because I had no idea how to do this. I knew about private schools because I had my older two students in it, two children in it, but I just didn't know what to do at this point, and with a scholarship. So he got into a North Raleigh Christian Academy. We started him. He excelled as a student. They have an arts program, so we found out that he loves the arts. He's now in 10th grade. His grades look wonderful. He's doing really well. He's learning and growing. He is actually on only one asthma medication. So for me, his health had improved. I don't know what would have happened if we had to wait to do that. His doctors are very happy about that. And I'm also part of the PLI team here at Parents for Educational Freedom in North Carolina. And that was just something I found was just even a passion for me, just talking with Quan and working on the team, working through the court case that happened in 2015 when they tried to stop the scholarship. I realized that it was a passion for me, just watching how my older two children had to not go to private school because I couldn't afford it. That was very hard for me, a hard decision as a single mom I had to make, because I feel that they would have excelled if they could have stayed in private school, but I couldn't afford it. But I was able to now give this opportunity to my youngest son. So I feel that school choice is very important.
The bottom line is you as a parent knew what was best for your child.
Absolutely.
And the only thing that was holding you back was economics.
Absolutely.
So when the Opportunity Scholarship was made available to you through Quan, who is a member of the staff at Parents for Educational Freedom here in North Carolina, she walked you through the program and how to get the scholarship, and you knew through guidance from her as well what school would best meet the needs of your child.
That's right.
And that's how you got him in there.
That's right.
And he has just thrived,
and
excelled.
He's thriving.
And this became a passion for you because of what you experienced with your own child.
Right.
That you then in turn became a part of the parent liaison team here at Parents for Educational Freedom so that you could inform other parents of what you have been able to benefit. How has that gone for you?
Oh, it's been such an experience. I mean, there's highs and lows of it because I talk to parents every day, multiple times a day, just trying to find a way to educate their child, how to get their child out of a system that they feel hopeless in. Sometimes it's because their child has a disability, has an illness, and they're looking for a grant or a scholarship that can help them financially. Sometimes it's because of bullying, or they're in a area or a demographic area that they really just can't find what they need. So it is wonderful to hear from a parent, wow, thank you so much for just helping me find the scholarship, or thank you for walking me through just the application process. Sometimes we're working with grandparents that have custody of their grandchildren and they're older and they just don't understand how to just get through the technology of it. Or they're missing paperwork and they don't understand what paperwork they need. So it's just beautiful. Sometimes we have to cry on the phone with parents because they're missing just a key point, and even they don't know that there's hope out there, and there's a way that they have a choice, that they have the autonomy to work through this process. And because I've walked through it with the parent liaison team, with Parents for Educational Freedom, I feel that it just has become something that I feel like I want to walk through with parents. Once my son graduates, I continue to want to do this in the state of North Carolina with parents. This has become a passion for me. I want to make sure that the state stays firm in this walk for our children. I think it's important. I think school choice is important. I have a son that went to public school. He did well there. So in my household, there are all types of homeschool, public school, private school. I think the choice is the parents. It remains in the household. We make those choices from the time they're born all the way until the time we choose their college for them. So it's important for us to make that choice and make that decision.
Anytime you have a state-supported program, politics enters the fray.
Correct.
There are some who say that these tax dollars, that there's no accountability for these scholarships. What's your reaction to that?
The parent is the accountability. I pay tax dollars for my student to go to public school. I paid tax dollars when they weren't going to public school and they were going to private school. So the tax dollars should go to your student. So wherever you choose for them to go.
So you are more in favor of tax dollars following the child and his or her education, rather than a bureaucratic system where it can all get smudged, who think they sometimes know better than parents.
Right. Parents know best where their children should go.
And does your school provide accountability academically and otherwise for you to see through testing and so forth?
Absolutely. They require students to take testing from I think second grade all the way to kindergarten. I mean, all the way to 12th grade. And yes, they require the accountability. But more than that, I require accountability. I'm looking at my son's grades. I'm looking at how well he's doing. I'm making sure that that he's college bound, if that's the option that we want in our household, if we believe that he needs to go to college, and of course we do. And I'm the one who's paying out of pocket as well. Like, the scholarship does help, but when we look at private school, we're also looking at how much more we pay. In addition to most private schools in North Carolina, the scholarship is helping most parents. It's not paying the full tuition. Usually we pay more than what the scholarships. So like most scholarships, they're scholarships that are helping, or grants that are helping, but we pay the difference. And usually that is a decision in a household that you're making, and you're making a sacrifice. So we pay the difference. And so we are accountable as parents to the school, and the school's accountable to us as well. They're also speaking to us, just like we're calling them, we're asking what is next. They have guidance counselors available, just like any other school that's, letting us know what's going on and what their next steps are. So
the bottom line, parents know better.
Yes.
Yeah, and they know what's
absolutely.
best for their children. And the only thing that's holding many back is the economic piece of that.
Absolutely.
And the Opportunity Scholarship fills that gap, not 100% in most cases, but it does fill that gap so that you have the opportunity to get a school that best meets the needs of your child.
Yes.
And it's been nothing but great success.
Right. Exactly.
There are 20,000 other students throughout the state of North Carolina who benefit from the Opportunity Scholarship today, and the program continues to grow and grow and grow. North Carolina should be commended as a national leader in school choice so that parents like Delicia here can best determine what school meets the needs of her children. Parents for Educational Freedom provides all kinds of information and will help you get an Opportunity Scholarship as well. Go to pefnc.org for more information.